my name is Morgan with Good Foods My Mood, and today we are going to be sharing a super simple recipe for you. This recipe would be perfect for your pre-workout, post-workout, any snack that you have throughout the day. So the purpose of snacking is to hold your body over until the next meal. So we want our snacks to have good fats, lots of proteins, and some superfoods. We want all of these things in our snacks so they actually have the ability to hold us over until our next meal. And the recipe I'm going to share with you right now has exactly all of that. Today we are going to be making some big date nut bars. You can totally make them into your own bars, your own little square things, your own. My mom makes them into her own little nut balls. You can totally do whatever you want. I think today I'm gonna make them into little squares, but we're gonna see how this goes for me so far. So this is actually my mom's recipe, so I'm super excited to share her recipe that she's been doing for the past couple weeks. So, what you're gonna need for this recipe, you're gonna need some figs, you're gonna need some dates. I like to buy pitted dates because it saves time. And I'm also gonna add some walnuts and some slithered almonds. I just got this from the bulk section at Whole Foods because I don't need that much. And some pumpkin seeds, hemp hearts for our superfood, and some flax seed for our superfood. You could also add chia seeds, I just don't happen to have any right now. Some coconut oil, some maple syrup or agave or honey, whatever your preferences are. I am also going to use some coconut sugar. This is the palm of the coconut. So I put this in my coffee. I bake with this. If I bake, I don't bake very often. But it's a low glycemic sweetener. It's unrefined sugar. It will not spike your blood sugar. If you know someone or if you have diabetes, you should really look into this coconut sugar. Even if you don't, it's best to eat unrefined sugar. And it tastes really great. It's like a brown sugar replacement. If you haven't heard of monk fruit sweetener, they have a brown sugar version and a white sugar version. It is also low glycemic and will not spike your blood sugar. And I really think that's important when you're baking or anything. I mean, sugar is terrible, and it's in every product that you buy, really, if you're not careful to read labels. So I really want to stress that to you all, is that you really need to read labels and see how much sugar am I actually consuming in things that I didn't even know sugar would be in, because it really shouldn't be in there. I'm also going to add my favorite Lily's dark chocolate because I want these bars to be super delicious, super enjoyable, and have all the benefits. And this is a great dark chocolate. And Lily's is a great brand. It's stevia sweetened chocolate, so it's super good. If you eat chocolate a lot, I would recommend trying it out. So the first thing we're gonna do is chop up about 4 to 5 figs and dates. I am chopping them up because I don't have a very good blender, and I'm using a blender instead of a food processor, which I recommend. So I'm just doing a little bit of its job, so the blender doesn't have to work as hard, but you can totally skip this step if you have a food processor. Now that that's done, we are going to transfer our figs and dates into our blender and pray that our blender makes it through this. Okay, it actually looks way better than I thought. I got a little spoon and these are my almonds. I'm gonna do it with a teaspoon thing, but you don't have to do this. Just eyeball it yourself, however much of whatever nut you want. Okay, and then I'm gonna add my walnuts. I only have a little bit left, so I'm gonna add all of it. My pumpkin seeds. Love pumpkin seeds. Add a pretty good bit. Oh, I'm going to add some coconut sugar now too, so it dissolves. I'm gonna add 1 teaspoon. I think, because I don't want it too sweet, but I do want, it wasn't overheating teaspoon. How about that? Okay, let's put this back on. Blend a little, add a little bit of maple syrup to get things moving and sticky. Gonna add a tablespoon of maple syrup, about a tablespoon of coconut oil for some good healthy fats in this. Okay, let's give it another little mix. Okay, we're gonna add some hemp seeds. Gonna add a couple tablespoons and some flax seeds. We will add 2 tablespoons of flax seeds. This stuff has lots of fiber. Super great. I need a food processor for this, not a blender. But hey, we live and we learn. I'll always admit when my mom was right about something and I was terribly wrong. Okay, after 20 minutes in the blender, my mixture is done. So, if you have just a blender, I would go to your friend's house that has a food processor and use it, because the blender doesn't work. You were right, Mom. I was wrong. But that's okay. That's usually how it goes. Now I'm gonna add some chocolate to my little mixture. I'm just gonna finely chop some of it and add it to it. Now I'm gonna take my dish here and I'm gonna pour my granola probably on just half of this and make a little bar type thing. I don't want them too thick. I don't know if you guys can see that. Here we go. So I'm just gonna form it with my hands and pat it down. And you could totally make this recipe for more if you wanted. I was just playing with it since this is my first time making it. So I didn't really know how much would fit in my pan, so I would probably double it next time. That looks pretty decent. Okay, so we have this. Let's get a little close up. We have that done. Covers about half my pan. I am going to put this in the freezer and then I'm gonna cut it and show you guys what the finished product is. It's gonna go in the freezer for about 45 minutes and I'll see you then. Okay everyone, I just pulled them out of the freezer. It's been about an hour and they are looking fabulous. I cut them into little cute squares for us. And I only cut a little bit, but we're gonna try it now and see what it tastes like. Okay everyone, we're gonna give this a little try. I have Thomas here with me before he goes on a workout. He's gonna go get my little pre-workout snack a try, so we both have one. You have this one.
Thank you.
It's kind of messy, you see. Cheers.
It's very good, I like it.
I'm just a little cold from the freezer.
Mm-hmm.
So you can refrigerate these once you freeze them for about an hour and keep them in the fridge for a couple of days, snack on them whenever. You can cut them into bigger pieces, smaller pieces, whatever you want. You can make them into balls, bars, whatever, but they're super versatile You can add really whatever you want. Coconut flakes, peanut butter would be great. Thomas doesn't like peanut butter, so we didn't add that, but it really is versatile and you can add whatever you want and it's a super great treat. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video and we'll see you next time. Bye.